And on we move in the Bulls versus Cavs playoff history. It is the iconic image. Michael Jordan over Craig Elo, round 1, 1989, the game winner in game 5 of that best of 5. Now, as great a rivalry as they've had in the last 10 years or so, they've only met in the playoffs once in the last 20 years. LeBron and the Cavs knocking out the Bulls in 2010. As their conference semifinal began Monday night, the Cavs had the home court, but didn't have two starters. Kevin Love out for the postseason with that dislocated shoulder. J.R. Smith sitting out a 2-game suspension for knocking down Boston's Jay Crowder. Bulls and Cavs, game 1 from the Q. And the highlights go like this as LeBron and the guys trying to hold serve. Shorthanded, though Coach Thibodeau says you're never shorthanded if you got LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how they rivals. The Cavaliers never won them.
Derrick Rose.
This kid right here had that extra bounce, Ernie.
This kid always have extra bounce.
No, I'm talking about Mr. Rose.
LeBron just 4 points on 2 of 4 in the first quarter. Mike Dunleavy came out firing.
That boy, he's a lot better shooter than his daddy.
13 points in the first quarter. He didn't miss.
Good pass, finish it.
Yeah. Jimmy boy. Oh, no, that's D Rose, my bad.
Yes, sir.
27-15 after 1.
Afro messed me up.
Chicago.
Afro.
They were down 16, and then the Cavs start to close the gap. There's LeBron taking it to the 10.
Yeah, I never felt the Cavs had any kind of control of the game, even though they played well at times.
What do you mean, the Cavs?
There's
I never thought they had any kind of control of the game.
Yeah.
Like, even when they tied it up at the end.
You never thought they were going to win the game?
Starting for JR.
No.
Kyrie Irving scored 10 straight points at one stretch there in the second quarter. They cut the lead to 6.
Yeah, and those two guys have to be special, not just great. They have to be special.
They got to be special 4 times in 7 games.
Yeah.
Look at the lift on that shot, Chuck.
Yeah. Over Mozgov, off glass.
Ernie, this is a perfect example.
Oh, my God.
This is the biggest. That's the biggest. You know what? If you look at all these shots right here, people, the reason these shots are so tough and he can make them, it's an extra defender in the paint because Kevin Love is not out there spreading the floor. That's one thing people never paid attention to.
LeBron.
Big boy.
Ball.
Against Jimmy Butler. So at the half, 49-44, the Bulls with the lead over the Cavs. Kyrie. And we are tied at 53, at which point Chicago goes 15-zip on them, Chuck.
Yeah, Derrick Rose made a couple of bits. This is a beautiful 3 right here. Right in there.
Feeling it.
Feeling it. But this is a different Bulls team. Derrick Rose does not have to do it all by himself anymore. They got a lot of weapons.
Give me that
pass.
Jimmy Butler's having obviously an all-star year. Nice travel. Got away with it.
They don't call that in the NBA.
Obviously.
That's cookies right there, Ernie. Give me them cookies.
1, 2, 3.
Butler with 20 on 7 of 16 shooting on the night. And then.
But this guy was just special.
Yep.
You know, with inside the offense, when he plays with inside the offense and is aggressive in that, it just, look at that pass there.
And this couldn't happen. Nobody could make that shot a few years ago, but Pau Gasol can make it. He's a great 12 to 15-foot jump shooter.
21, 10, and 4 for Pau. Iman Shumpert, more field goal attempts in game 1 than he had in the entire series in the sweep against the Boston Celtics.
I think that's a little deceptive. He had to play a lot of minutes without J.R. Smith, but look at that. That's not a foul either, America.
Yes, it is.
Well, what did he get fouled at?
Well, he gave the contact. You're moving backwards, and you get the contact.
Capped a 10-2 start to the fourth quarter for Cleveland.
Get out the way.
And here they're going to cut the gap to 2. You didn't even think at this point? You never thought Cleveland had a chance to win the game?
They had a chance, but we didn't think they were going to win.
I didn't think they would win. I just felt, the momentum that any time they could get a shot that was quality.
A high percentage shot, too.
Quality shot.
D. Rose trying to fight through the screen there, and then
but when you got to dance.
That's another example why I said nothing good can happen to you when you're playing defense.
Stinger for Rose. And a real stinger for the Cleveland Cavaliers at home as they drop the opener 99-92. Go ahead, Shaq.
That was a good one, Ernie. That was a good one, Ernie.
Loses the impact. That's the first time a LeBron James team has not led at any point in a playoff home game. Wow. 85 playoff home games for LeBron.
He's the best player in the world. He's not going to trail that often.
They fall 99-92. More on game 1. Rachel Nichols.
Before Game 1 even started, the Bulls' Jimmy Butler was laying out the bravado, saying he wasn't afraid of defending LeBron James this series. The James doesn't intimidate him in the slightest. Well, once the ball was tipped, Butler's entire team looked just as confident, ripping away the Cavaliers' home court advantage.
We came in with the right mindset and attitude, not really easing into the series and really going after it.
Stealing this first game is huge, isn't it? I mean, especially against this team.
There's no stealing. No stealing. We came with the right focus, and we came to win this game.
We all just have to be better. I have to be better. I wasn't that good tonight. So I have to be much better.
Cleveland is, of course, without the injured Kevin Love and the suspended J.R. Smith. And Chicago had its own injury scare in the final seconds.
Now, you took a pretty big blow to the shoulder there right in the closing seconds of the game. What was going on there?
It was just a stinger. I know you could get one in basketball, but just a stinger, my first one, and something I wasn't used to. So they said I'm fine, so I should be all right.
With J.R. Smith still suspended for Game 2, Cleveland coach David Blatt says he'll continue to experiment with his lineups. But regardless, the Cavaliers have to do the little things better. As he put it, once you walk into the fire, you're either going to come out hurt badly or a lot smarter. Hopefully, we come out a lot smarter. In Cleveland, I'm Rachel Nichols.
Coors Light. Cold, hard facts. LeBron and Kyrie Irving combining for 49. Rest of the team 40.
It's not enough, Ernie.
Huh? Yeah,
they have to be in the 70 range between the two.
And they got much as I like Mike Miller, he can't go out Noah or Gasol.
You have to start Kendrick Perkins.
Or he's got to go with Tristan Thompson. It's got to be A.
I think Kendrick Perkins.
Tristan Thompson played 38 minutes tonight, but Mike Miller can't guard Gasol or Noah.
Hey, Joakim Noah said exactly what you said when we were talking about the Rockets, and he said we came out with the right focus.
Yeah, because they understood, because if you give the Cavaliers a sign of life, if they win Game 1, they might win Game 2. They're missing 2 of their 5 starters, 2 of their 5 best players. When you got somebody down, you can't give them hope. It's interesting, Ernie. Kenny and the Rockets beat us in a 7-game series twice. I knew in my mind there was a game that I was saying to myself, and I would never share it with my team, because you never give up in a series. But I think there's always a point in a series where you're either going to win a series or lose a series. I always believe that. I thought, again, example, when the Spurs didn't win Game 6, I didn't think they were going to win Game 7. They had to win Game 6. So when we were up 3-1 on Kenny them, I said in my mind, we got to finish these guys off tonight. And they beat us. Then the series starts over again in my mind. I said, we win this thing tonight, it's 4-1, it's over. But if we don't win tonight, now we got to go back to Houston, and it's going to be very difficult on us to win back in Houston. And then Game 7 is a toss-up game.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought that you could tell the Spurs, hey, we got to come out and put our foot on their neck. And now it's a very difficult series for the Cavaliers.
And I read his mind. And I said, if we win this, no, I'm just playing. But no, I do want to go back to the Acker Jordan thing for 1 second.
Take your time. We got all night.
No, yeah. Only thing is, I know that they're looking at changing the rule.
Don't change it.
No, this is what I say,
Don't
Shaq.
change it.
If you're changing the rule, why are you penalizing the team that shoots well?
Don't change the rule.
I say this. If you want to change the rule, that guy shouldn't be allowed to play until the last 2 minutes of the game.
Listen,
he can't play from 2 to 5.
Since it's named after me, don't change the rule.
Now it's named after you.
Yeah, since it's named
you
after
don't
me,
even
don't
like
change
it.
the rule. I don't like it because it don't work. It didn't work. It didn't work for the Spurs. Didn't work for the other team. As you see, the guys who are the subject of.
I've been on a team with Larry Smith. Larry Smith, a great rebounder of all time, missed 15 straight free throws.
Leave Mr. Mean alone. I love Mr.
He's the greatest player, one of the greatest rebounders I ever played with. Okay. But I'm saying, why are you penalizing the team that can
Adam Silver, don't change the rule.
Don't change the rule, or penalize the guy who can't shoot the free throws by saying you can't play this time.
Listen.
Go ahead.
All right, so what about a guy in a fast break and he don't dunk and the fans don't get that money? Don't be penalizing guys because they can't shoot.
It has nothing to do with fans.
What are you talking about, man?
If you're on a fast break and you can't dunk and the fans
Everybody
want to see you
can't dunk.
Okay, everybody ain't great shooters. Don't change the rules. That's all you got to do.
We're not.
Because you know what?
Why are you arguing with us and agreeing with us?
Because you know
Because
he's trying to say.
because that's our show.
No, I mean.
No,
you know,
he's
talking
agreeing with us.
No.
And arguing with us.
I know.
No, but this guy talking about, oh, no, if you can't shoot, you can't play.
No, because one of the rules they were thinking about, it was penalizing the team and saying you can't foul a guy.
Don't change it.
Why are you penalizing the team who can shoot?
No, don't change it.
Penalize a guy and say he can't play.
Hey, man.
Don't change it. What?
You agreeing with us. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, I am agreeing with you because it don't work. You know